Bro, thank you for choosing this video. Welcome back to this channel, a haven for Chelsea news updates. So find a comfortable seat and grab a drink, because this time I'm presenting 10 stories about Chelsea off the pitch that you probably didn't know. I hope to reach 300 likes. By liking this video, I'm even more motivated to provide as much news as possible and as interesting as possible for you. And finally, please comment where you're from. I'd love to know which countries are watching this video.
Liam Rosenior launched a sharp critique after the 1-1 draw against Burnley. He claimed there was a marking assignment that wasn't carried out when the goal was scored in the 93rd minute. However, he refrained from naming names. Zian Fleming's headed goal came from a James Ward-Prowse corner. Replays showed Andre Santos, Josh Achipong, and Tosin Adarabioyo in the area. But who was supposed to be marking Fleming? That's the mystery. Rosenior insisted he would protect his players in public, but admitted there were concentration and accountability issues. He even implied he was learning who to rely on in high-pressure moments. With Wesley Fofana sidelined due to a red card, the upcoming match against Arsenal presents a major test. Now the question isn't just who's at fault, but who can truly be trusted when the match is on the line. Chelsea are reportedly ready to let Trevoh Chalobah leave this summer. However, there's one strict condition from Stamford Bridge. They must first secure a new senior centre-back. Without that, the transfer won't go through. Pete O'Rourke reports that the Blues are open to selling the academy graduate if their top defensive targets are secured. The situation is further complicated by Levi Colwell's recovery from injury. Competition for a central defensive spot is intensifying, while the club is looking for a fresh tactical change. Meanwhile, Aston Villa are at the forefront. Unai Emery sees Chalobah as a modern solution. Composed in build-up play, strong in duels, and quick enough to defend a high line. The question is, why should Emery choose him? Because of his versatility. He's comfortable in both a back three and a center-back partnership. With a busy European schedule, this kind of stability isn't just an extra layer, it's a foundation. If Chelsea do bring in a new defender, the exit door is open. Villa must act quickly or lose significant momentum next season. John Terry admitted that if Reece James and Thiago Silva were in the 2004-2005 era, both of them would have had a great chance of being in the legendary defensive starting 11. This statement is quite surprising, considering that season Chelsea conceded only 15 goals and kept 25 clean sheets under Jose Mourinho. According to Terry, Silva's quality in the final stages of his career remains extraordinary. He considers the Brazilian defender's experience, positioning, and leadership to be on par with the club's highest standards. Meanwhile, James is described as a Chelsea through-and-through figure, with natural leadership and technical qualities that are hard to ignore. What does this mean? Terry is indirectly placing James and Silva on a par with, and perhaps even surpassing, Paulo Ferreira and Ricardo Carvalho in certain contexts. Amid criticism of the current era's backline, this statement feels relevant. Chelsea has yet to show significant defensive progress. The question is, are the Blues currently missing a central figure like Silva? And if James is fit for a full season, can he bring the stability of the golden generation? Chelsea may consider Nicholas Jackson a sidelined player, but tactically, he's the ideal figure to serve as a reference for Liam Delap's development. Jackson left Stamford Bridge on loan to Bayern Munich with an obligation to buy clause contingent on certain conditions. The situation isn't entirely certain. Delap's main problem isn't solely his finishing. A deeper analysis reveals that his hold-up play and link-up play still need improvement. This is where Jackson excels. While often criticized for his finishing, his contribution in protecting the ball, turning his body, and then playing passes to players like Cole Palmer is significant. Some observers even believe Palmer has lost that connection this season. Delap often loses the ball too quickly or commits unnecessary fouls. In Liam Rosenior's system, which demands strikers be the focal point of attacks, this detail is crucial. If Jackson returns, it won't be just a threat, but a learning opportunity. The question is, will Delap be ready to emulate Jackson's best aspects to stay at the highest level? Manchester United are reportedly being encouraged to sign Hato from Chelsea in the summer transfer window. The Dutch international defender arrived from Ajax with a great reputation, but his role at Stamford Bridge has been limited this season. In fact, Hato has played less than 400 minutes in the Premier League. Even when Marc Cucurella was injured, he still started more often from the bench. On several occasions, Malo Gusto was trusted to start on the left side of defense. Former United manager Rene Meulenstein believes this situation can be exploited. He believes a club like United should consider a young player with long-term potential like Hato. He is only 19 years old, but his technical profile and composure are considered promising. On the other hand, United do need an additional left-back option, given Luke Shaw's frequent injuries and Patrick Dorgu's more effective offensive play. However, there is no indication Chelsea are ready to let him go. The question is, will United dare to act quickly before his value skyrockets? Chelsea are reportedly showing serious interest in Sunderland goalkeeper Robin Roofs ahead of the summer transfer window. This name emerged when things seemed calm, especially after Robert Sanchez returned to his consistent form. However, recent reports suggest the Blues are again monitoring the goalkeeper market. Roofs, who stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, is reportedly valued at around £50 million. This figure confirms that Sunderland will not let him go easily. According to several sources, talks could occur if the right offer arrives. More interestingly, this transfer is not being referred to as a backup, but rather as a potential first-choice goalkeeper. On the other hand, Sanchez has worked hard to silence critics this season. If management is indeed considering a change, it would signal that long-term stability between the sticks remains in question. The situation of Philip Jorgensen, who has seen limited playing time, also adds to the complexity. Now the question is simple yet stark. Are Chelsea ready to spend big on a revolution in this crucial position, or is this simply an internal pressure maneuver ahead of the new season? Chelsea is once again in the spotlight, this time regarding the future of Alejandro Garnacho. The young winger has shown flashes of quality, but his consistency remains questionable. So far this season, he has 6 goals and 3 assists. Solid numbers, but not yet fully meeting the high expectations surrounding him. Meanwhile, João Pedro has begun to silence the debate surrounding his transfer fee. Under Liam Rosenior's guidance, he has become more clinical and clearly defined in his role as the main striker. This situation has actually highlighted the left side of the attack, where Garnacho is expected to make an immediate impact. According to several reports, the club is looking to improve productivity in this area. Last-minute decisions, the effectiveness of crossing, and composure when finishing, chances are key areas of evaluation. In a project that has cost a significant amount of money, every position is expected to make a real contribution. But it's not just about Garnacho. Estevao and Jarell Hato are starting to show positive developments, giving hope that Chelsea's young foundation is becoming more solid. The question now is simple. Can Garnacho reach new heights before the summer, or are major changes awaiting at Stamford Bridge? Chelsea is reportedly resuming the opportunity to sign Youssouf Fofana in the summer transfer window. The AC Milan defensive midfielder is reportedly available for around €30 million, a figure considered realistic for a player in his prime, 27 years. According to reports from Italy, Milan is ready to let him go in order to freshen up the squad. Chelsea themselves were interested in Fofana last season. Now, the need for depth in midfield is again a concern, especially to ease the heavy burden borne by Moises Caicedo. Fofana is known for his discipline, strength in duels, and a keen reader of the game. This profile is considered well-suited to the Premier League's demanding physical pace and high level of consistency. For Chelsea, who want to return to competing at the top, adding quality in midfield is crucial. With a reasonable price and extensive international experience, will the Blues act quickly before other competitors enter the race? Chelsea are reportedly ready to overtake Tottenham Hotspur in the race for the formidable defender Kim Min-jae this summer. According to journalist Christian Falk, the player's future at Bayern Munich is starting to be questioned after his playing time decreased. Signed after a brilliant season with Napoli, Kim has struggled to establish himself as a first-choice player at the Allianz Arena. Fierce competition and a tactical shift have seen him increasingly sidelined. This situation presents an opportunity for the Premier League club to act quickly. Chelsea are said to be in need of additional experienced centre-backs. With his ability to read the game, neat ball distribution, and aerial prowess, Kim is considered the complete package. A market value of around £22 million is considered quite realistic for his quality. Spurs are indeed monitoring him, but his sporting profile and potential for European competition could be the deciding factors. If the Blues are serious, isn't now the perfect time to show their ambition and secure a key piece of their backline?